So one of the things I need to fund, well, I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to fund and reopen my place and have people here again comfortably and for longer term. Because shorter term people can put up with quite a bit. You know, they're just camping out and visiting briefly. But longer term people are going to want something reasonably comfortable and may have less tolerance over time for things being a big mess. So anyway, there's one tool that I haven't thought was really important for me, but I've been talking to some people who are coming here, and what's really good is we're having very honest conversations about needs and stuff and how to be effective. It's been really good conversations. And I felt hesitant to bring up some things, and so have they. There was one thing this one guy brought up, and you know, it's a pretty heavy issue, you know, about his past and who he is. But he was brave enough to bring it up, and I really appreciate that. Because that's how he can take control of his own narrative, and rather than telling me after he gets here, which would have been pretty annoying, he told me. And I think it's okay. You know, I believe in redemption. I don't believe that we are our past selves. Of course, we mostly are. But some of the people who have gotten the rawest deal out of life are some of the people who would benefit the most from getting out of society as it is. And so anyway, we've talked a lot. We have lots of values in agreement. I've been trying to find deal breakers. We haven't found any yet. But anyway, the point is that they are reliant, both of them I think, on cell phones. And I don't like it that society is so reliant on cell phones. In fact, I was trying to set myself up on a service today, and they require me to have a cell phone. Well, I do have a cell phone. I'm using it right now to record this, but I don't have signal. And so one item I really need badly is a cell phone signal amplifier. Cell phone signal booster. I don't know what they're called. And so I asked about that online, about what kind I would need. And the answer, unfortunately, was fairly complicated. It depends on what service. It depends on all kinds of stuff that I understand. And whether it needs to work with 5G or not, or whatever. I don't know these things. But I know I have to have people have connectivity, because I want to support remote workers. I want people to be producing for their social media. I want a backup plan for when internet goes out. Now, I've got internet, so you would think that would be good enough, right? You'd think that having internet would mean that I don't have a problem. Well, there's so many fucking services now that require you to have a cell phone. I find that kind of objectionable, because like, what if you're homeless? Suddenly you need a source of power to charge your phone, and you have to pay to have your phone active. And so you're being required to have a subscription to something, or you get cut out of society. That seems like a massive class discrimination issue. I'm not saying cell phones are inherently bad, but being required to have one in order to use a service is a bug in that service. It's a failure in that service. So anyway, I need a cell phone signal booster amplifier. I don't know what the hell to buy. And don't bother advising me. You don't know where I live, hopefully. And it's a complicated answer. And I might need more than one. And I'll need power for those, which I already know I need to fix my solar power anyway. So that's a no-brainer. So even though I want to go full primitive, I also don't want to go full primitive. I want to function with the world as it is, the default world, industrial civilization, and suck resources off of that and invest it into something actually sustainable. I don't just want to be sitting out in the forest with nothing, which sounds really pleasant actually, you know, with a fire and living simply and all that, because I'm not running away from society. I want to build a new one. Somebody online just said to me in a comment, like, well, you're just running away to the forest. You know, don't you teach anybody anything? And it's like, motherfucker, You don't even know who I am at all. I have written so much and shared it for free. I have tons of videos, more than on this channel. I have a couple identities I use because it's not safe to say everything publicly. And, you know, I spend my life teaching and serving people. I haven't had a real job since the year 2000. That means I spent 25 years without a real job. Although my life has been a huge amount of work. I've hosted over 3,000 people, many of whom have commented later to me that they had a life-changing experience here. Fucking fantastic, you know? And that's without it being a religion or a cult. That's without them being obligated to believe anything I believe. You know, they take what they want and they leave the rest. Fine. So, you know, I commented back that I'm proud of what I've done. I've done a lot. I also don't know that I want to justify myself to some random commenter. I mean, at least he has some of his own videos. Commenters with no videos of their own have no skin in the game. You know, they're not getting judged. They're not getting bullshit. I just suggested to a guy a while back that he start making videos. He was commenting on mine. And he has started making videos, and I'm kind of proud of him. And I'm happy I made the suggestion. Recently on his channel, he got inundated by some religious dumbfuck posting on everything he has, multiple comments about his, you know, all this religious stuff. And I noticed when I went back there and checked him out and saw what his new video was, because his videos are really honest and sincere, which I really appreciate. He's part of a sharing community of YouTubers saying, this is my perspective on life, and this is why I hold it, and this is why I think about my own perspective, and here's what other people might think about it. It's, I think, a useful process. It's a deep conversation. And so this guy was just getting attacked with all this religious shit. So I went back to the channel, and all that stuff was gone. This guy deleted all that stuff. Hopefully he turned on comment approval, because no matter what you say, there's going to be a whole bunch of people who are really just insanely into their weird shit. Like, they must really believe it. And they have no self-consciousness to understand other people have a very different perspective. And anyway, so I was pleased about that. And I'll continue to check his channel and try and be supportive. I even post on some of my social media that people might want to try subscribing to him. He doesn't have a ton of subscribers yet. It doesn't matter. I'm proud of him for putting himself out there. Some of the shit he was saying was really personal. More personal than the shit I say. And I appreciated it. Like, his perspective is valuable because it's honest. And so much of what you're seeing on the internet is fake-ass crap designed to manipulate you. And people misrepresenting their identity completely. Like, I don't share my whole identity here, but I'm not misrepresenting it. You know, and I'm taking a risk. I have thought about going dark entirely. In fact, I think I'll make a video about that right now.